guys, today we're going to be back with another one of my new favourite games, Chicken Police.
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas? Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case. That's quite shocking information. I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution. Then the accident happened. Accident? Ha! We didn't believe.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person. We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
Ooh.
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances. Well, that's surprising.
Creepy.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
Whoa.
No
What
way!
hell is this?
Is this some kind of puzzle?
No.
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
Oh, it's one of those puzzles again. Maybe if it were the eyes.
The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
A small window. Look at that. A letter. Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that. Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems, perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane, I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
I need to go. There's so much space. Like, we have a lot of things. Like clues. Albert Wessler disappeared. You have a hunch about what could have happened to him. Albert fell fatally in love with Natasha. Is that the reason he had to die? Right. Dr. Mann. The professor's family has governed the mental health facility and its safe for more than 100 years. Quite a heritage, He is cold, reserved, and endlessly professional in his own field. But the thing that happened to Albert even got a rise out of him. No surprises there, I think. No, about Albert. Albert's brother. Ibn took him out of the asylum on several occasions to pick that fateful picture of Natasha. I think we have a motive, gentlemen. What else do we have? Ibn, I suppose. Ibn most likely killed his own brother, Albert Wessler, and made Zip dispose of the body. This seems most plausible right now, anyway. Right, I'll give you 5 seconds to read this. There you go.
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen. And happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped enough.
Well, anyways, we have this photo.
Identical twins. And looking at it,
Anyways, we get to finally leave Hotel Atlas.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
I
take 'em
told
out.
them
My call
earlier.
won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
Oh, what if I was Marty or... Oh man, that'd be cool. I'll just do like Marty, I think he's pretty funny. Shoot. I don't like this dude.
Concentrate, Marty, for the god's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Huh? Really? The car hasn't moved and it's changed my camera angle. No, it hasn't moved.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
Come on, I have to win this, come on, die, 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 die. I have to reload. Right now we stop. Let's go.
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste, and it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning.
Invested
So, we got a case.
with Deborah. Alright, so Natasha and Natasha's secret. Ooh, it could be Deb being dead. Wait. No painting. Try the painting. I have to put that back and try the painting piece. That's it. No. I think I'll find the painting for this. No. I don't do this for the painting. No, I tried all three of them. I'll find the painting for this. I tried to show us.
Natasha tried to show us the painting.
And then the love letter. And the love letter has to be the photo then. What is it gonna have to do with all this though? This is it. This is related to this? No.
And that painting would have shown us the way.
So we need to find that. No. And the cool.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
Love letter now. A clue. What did Deborah die though, and who was doing the threats? The threats is unsolved so far. Wessler twin. Fatal love.
Which made Albert
One love with Natasha.
fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
I want to kill
You
Ibn.
mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you
Wait.
think she knew about it?
Ibn's dead.
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
I'll just read out what's happened. Ibn's dead. Ibn's dead. And Albert killed her. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. The madman took his brother's place trying to tie up the loose ends. But you don't catch him now, maybe it'll be too late. Oh my god. The entire time Albert has been it then. Then has got the hot dog.
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
We have everything we
It's
need.
a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty, and the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Rest assured, Marty.
Alright, so now we leave. But Didn't know where we need to be.
Did you forget anything?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
You don't know it's daytime now.
I can't even recognize the city in daylight.
What do we do?
This fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen. Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team.
Let me be part of the team, yes!
What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
But now I'm allowed to leave. I don't know.
Look,
Martin?
Sonny, I think if we go now, there's no turning back. Not today, at least. So, are you ready?
I'm still...
Okay, Sean. Like, we get to go there, yay. Okay. What the hell? Who the last person is who don't tell us who? Oh, so frustrating. The Western Residency. I don't want to go in there. People, I'm in relation to this, I don't know. Why not click on there? Oh my god. The Westler Residency.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row.
Skip cutscene, yeah. Sorry about that.
Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
I guess we go in.
Hey, not so fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. He didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits. As you may already know.
He tried to shoot the
Not
hell
as
out
long
of
as
us.
I'm here, boy.
We'll see about that, furball.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started? Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
What's the guys you've been killing, by the way?
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Oh, there's Olivia.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing. Huh?
Oh, autoplay on.
What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Westler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss,
Right, I wonder what they know about
The
them.
truth is,
Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods!
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things, that she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Alright. How do I get to his room? Stairs. Right, we've had a little chit chat with him. Right. I'll try to send us away from the Westler estate, but why? Was she worried about us, or did she have a different motive? Olivia. Olivia tried to shoo us out of the Westler mansion. Strange, but she seemed quite worried about our lives. So about the guy we don't know who. Albert. Name Albert Thaddeus Westler. Species Rata. Gender male. Special feature, he's a dangerous lunatic. I wonder who that is. Ah.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
I'm gonna ask him. Piece of
About the
finger.
painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
The photo of the
This
Westler.
picture,
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
the photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
Don't really answer, but
I have
well.
no idea what she sees in you. But Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it. We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Alright. So I'm still trying to figure out who Building up the end of the game. Question. Pulls out a gun on us.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who... What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. Yeah, I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse. Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as I see it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, Detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. That's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny. It's too dangerous in your current situation, and doesn't even suit you.
No. I'm gonna shoot them. I have my gun on me.
Does it make you happy to control others, Albert?
I was never the type. Not until I become one with my brother. He was different. He lived for this. He wanted to rule everything he set his gaze upon.
Haven't you done the same with Natasha?
I did, Detective. Exactly the same. And that's when I started to become one with my brother.
Do you mean before brutally mutilating and killing him?
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah. Long before that, Detective.
What would you do if I found out Killer
What would you
too?
have done if Natasha found out? Kill her?
You know what? Maybe, yeah. Maybe I would have ended myself too.
Narcissistic pricks like you never commit suicide, Albert.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to insult someone who's pointing a revolver at your stomach, Detective?
No.
That was your plan. Take his place, I must get serious. Because looking at the gun in West...
There we go. Run over it.
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
Oh god.
Do you think you can explain every...
Not sorry about that. I have to get through this so I don't lose. You hate Ibn or yourself
Do you
more?
hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't. Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
And now?
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Can it be that The fear is making you say these things, Albert.
Stop calling me that.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to
If you still fun, you'd put that gun down. Not her kind to you, right?
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was
Sorry about that.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love...
Sorry about that. Sherlock Holmes. Finished the game of 0 failed questions. Oh, that's a golden trophy too. Lucky me. He has a gun. What's he gonna do? Go on, do it. Shoot him. He dies now. I'm kind of sad now. My God. No, huh? Marty shot him, didn't he? Nope, Natasha shot him. What Marty would have Marty's Marty, you know?
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
Sorry about that.
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
The day
Hello,
with a loaded gun got to the point when Natasha killed her.
Hello, boys.
Now, before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
Go very well, my lovely. Into chapter 4. New achievement unlock, huh? Right, do we get the last person that... I would have done anything to prevent this secret from emerging, but it was too late. Natasha felt something wasn't right with him. Albert knew he couldn't get away with it. Simple, dead simple. I wanna leave, so but
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim?
I'm gonna go back. Well, I Bosco, you know.
You're a good boy, Bosco.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police.
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen?
we're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this, rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
What, Natasha? What a surprise! In the end, she was the one who pulled the trigger and saved us. But of course, it wasn't for her. It wasn't in the situation in the first place. Blood boil. He's angry again. The old man's small, hairy heart softened in the end, and all it took was a downfall of the gangster empire, nothing more. And look, Monica. Monica knew what he was doing and informed the boy just in time. If not her, Wester's goon would most likely riddled us with colour. And still that, which I'm not allowed to figure out. Maybe in a DLC. Natasha saved our lives up to the last minute. But once Albert had revealed everything, so there you go, but that's it. Is it really over? I don't know. Why won't they let me leave?
Thanks again, Ma.
No wonder, since you put holes in their butt.
Well, actually...
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really?
I'm drunk. I'm going to
Nice catch, Bosco.
No.
Hey,
Marty?
I just, wanted to thank you
For what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved...
Alright, can I leave? No.
So,
Talk to Natasha.
what now?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need it,
Yes, I know where to find you.
see you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
Goodbye, detectives.
I do better leave now. No.
Is this a mansion?
Or a small city.
Not night. I'll go film that.
You? What?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
Huh, one of...
Wesley's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Eben was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Yeah.
I just want to leave the place, like... Please let me go.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophy.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny. I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
If there's anything at...
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
I'm going to the place now. It's storming there. I want to leave. Come on. Leave.
Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole wet...
I say you're full of shit, Tim. And you can quote me on that. Look at all these plants.
Yeah.
Strange how someone so rotten inside...
Anyways, I'm going to end the video here since I've done everything. Anyways, goodbye.